One of the leaders of our fire department is stealing money from us. Hey, this is Billy Goldfeder answering some questions from you as part of What's Your Problem? The series is hosted by FireRescue1.com and Lexipol. So let's get into today's question. A chief officer at our fire department is in serious trouble for stealing money from the department. It's a medium-sized career fire department. Our members and the community are pissed off. I'm a chief officer too. How do we win their trust back? Wow. So how do you win your trust back when someone's stealing from you? Well, first you got to get rid of the problem. And I don't know, based upon your question, what's happened to that person, but I assume they're going to be gone or gone. If they're not, you're not going to win the trust back. You're not going to win the trust back of your members, and you're not going to win the public's trust back because that person was caught stealing. It's a big deal. I would guess they've been charged or going to be charged. I would guess they're probably going to see some prison time. You know, trust is a big, big deal. And you can lose trust and gain it back, but it's not across the board. It's not guaranteed. It depends on the situation. It depends on whose trust you broke and what the relationship is with you have with those people. You know, if it's you and your partner or your spouse and something happens where trust is broken, it's just up to the two of you to decide whether or not you're going to regain that trust, rebuild it. And of course, time is the factor anytime we're talking about trust issues. But my boss at Loveland Sims, Chief Huber, uses a term, and that's called being good stewards of the public's money. In other words, the public trusts our department with several $1 million a year, and we have to account for every dollar. And this department isn't any different. They have to account for every dollar. So whether it's the association money, such as a union or an association, or it's stealing tax dollars or whatever, you're talking way more than just a husband and wife or partners trying to regain that trust. You're talking about a big reputation issue. So where do we go with this? Well, first of all, you should have systems in place so the opportunity to steal is almost negated. What you want to do is reach out to your attorneys and talk to maybe your finance folks and make it where there's checks and balances in every aspect of your finances. We hear about this all the time. The treasurer was caught stealing, or this one was caught stealing. Well, and then we find out there was only one signature required on checks, or only one person for deposits and things like that. Fix that problem. Solve it by having policies in place that no one person can go to the bank or no one person can do this. Now, look, where there's a will, there's a way. There's always going to be crooks out there. But minimize it through policies and procedures on how you can make it where the opportunity doesn't come up. When the opportunity does come up, here's what you're going to hear. He's really a good firefighter. He's really a nice guy. Oh, we love her. She's been here such a long time. Come on, they didn't mean it. No good. There may not be an opportunity for second chances when it comes to the public's money. It's not ours. It's not between two people. So you got to give a lot of thought to that. So to sum up your question, what do we do? Are you pissed off? You should be. You're a chief too, and you didn't know about this? That's a problem, as closely as chiefs generally work together. How do you win trust back? One, institute policies and procedures that it doesn't happen again. Institute systems in place so it cannot happen again. And then explain to the public what went wrong, tell them the truth, and tell them what you're doing to fix it so it doesn't happen again. And then over time, you'll see that trust will be won back. And email Fire Rescue 1 any questions you have. I will do my absolute best to get you answers, and I'll always be glad to give you an opinion. Thanks so much. Take care.